Hello and welcome back to my channel and to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by Prop Up & Co. And we have a new series for you to watch. This is our new Wednesday night Manufacturers Cup. And well, this consists of the usual 10 rounds, 2 races per round, so 2 sprint races per round. And as the title would suggest, it's a Manufacturers Cup. So this would mean that each driver will be competing in both GR4 and GR3 categories for this championship. So race 1 will be the GR4 and race 2 will be the GR3. Obviously both on the same circuit, one after the other, but they have to remain with the manufacturer they're with. So for example, there on the pole position, you've got Unforgiven in the Lexus, where they'll also be in the GR3 version of that car, and so on. So yes, here we are then at in France at the Circuit de la Sarthe, or Le Mans circuit. 6 laps around here for this first race, and well, we'll go through the grid and have a look at some of the cars as well as the drivers. So well, let's get on with this first race. And oh, and by the way, just quickly with the tyres, basically it's softs and mediums right the way through for all the races. So there will be a stop because you must run both compounds in each of the races. Right, so sorry, let's get back to that grid. So we've got on pole position Unforgiven. So they're in that yellow and blue Lexus, looking very bright. He's obviously got the fastest lap and he's sitting there pretty at the front. Then we've got Nath in the Porsche Cayman there in second place. Phase Up in third in the new Hyundai Elantra. We've got Rossi in fourth in the Jag. Willard in fifth in the NSX Honda. Got P. White in sixth in the McLaren. Speed Demon in seventh in the Mercedes. Keyboard Captain there in 8th. What was he in? I didn't see. He's also in the Honda. We've got Silly Shot in 9th, also in the Lexus. Osnad in 10th in the Porsche. Don't know Osnad, actually. I think unless someone again has changed their name to something I don't recognise, he's a new one on me, if I'm honest. So we'll call him Osnad anyway. Robert Racing in 11th, also in the McLaren. Slowpoke there in 12th. In the what was that? The Corvettes. Colesberg in 13th in the Elantra, I think that was as well, and Vane in 14th in the Supra. Right, so sit back then, relax, and let's get on with this 6 lap around here. Then sun is shining for now at least, and well, let's get this one underway. So watch those lights. Here we go. Blinded start by looks it from Nath in the Porsche, absolutely getting away like lightning now, away from the start line and up to first place. Already going into turn 1 from Unforgiven in second, then Rossi in third, then into the chicane they come for the first time. Now sometimes it can become a little bit messy. I think everyone will be coming through there, just taking their time. Yeah, lovely, no problems through there. So nicely through there they go. So Nath it is from Unforgiven, from Rossi in third as they come round this 8.4 mile circuit, 38 corners here. And they're about now to hit the start of the Mulsanne Straight. This is where some slipstream is going to come into effect. Nathan just going out of shot. Now we've got Rossi. I'm going to stay with Rossi a moment just as he's lining up a move on Unforgiven. Rossi on the medium tyres. We've got Nath on the softs, Unforgiven on the softs, but Rossi in the mediums here, trying to get a move on Unforgiven's going to pull out now into the braking zone up to the first chicane. Unfortunately, I haven't got my map details with me at the moment, so I might better give you all the names of all the corners, but I'll just say chicane and straight and corner, and that'll do. So Rossi's through then, good move through from Unforgiven. Then we've got Phase Up in 4th place in that Elantra. Oh, he's done a little bit of crossing the old corner there. Got himself half a second penalty in the Elantra. One of the new addition cars to the game, actually. I quite like it as it goes. Put the standard livery on there. Behind Diane Elantra. We've got Keyboard Captain and Willard there having a go. So both NSXs having a drag race here. So which one's going to come out on top? Looks like Willard's just got his nose ahead of Keyboard Captain going into the second chicane. So up to 5th place goes Willard. Then Keyboard Captain right behind him. But this Honda battle is going to continue by the looks of it. Everything else is okay ahead of them. But yeah, them two are still battling for it. Got Speed Demon behind them in the Mercedes. Got Willard still battling with Keyboard Captain. Willard now over to the outside with Keyboard on the inside, or will actually be on the outside as he comes up to the Mulsanne. End of the Mulsanne straight into the right-hander here. Yeah, didn't get it done, so Willard still in 5th, Keyboard in 6th. There's Speed Demon in 7th place in that Mercedes on the medium tyres. Both Willard and Keyboard Captain in on the softs, along with Phaser. We've got Osnad in 9th place. With half a second penalty also on the medium tyres, being chased down by Silly Shot in the mediums as well. In 10th, Colesberg in 11th on the mediums. Then we've got Slowpoke in 12th place on the soft tyres in that Corvette, with Vane chasing him down in 13th on the mediums and Robert racing in the back there on the soft. So a bit of a mix of tyres everywhere, but a lot of drivers going with that medium compound as Unforgiven gets half a second along with Phaser, I think that was as well. Yeah, so a couple of drivers with half a second penalties. This might actually benefit Rossi. Might come through, quite get that done. Just increases that gap over Phaser, but still remains in 3rd place. In fact, he Unforgiven obviously got that move back, because if you remember, Rossi got it done, didn't he, at the first chicane and got past Unforgiven. Unforgiven obviously got that move done again. Second part of the Mulsanne straight, and dropped Rossi back to 3rd. That's where he sits now. So Nath with a nice little lead. Then we've got Unforgiven and Rossi, this battle here on track. I'm not too sure again what the settings are like in terms of fuel and tyre wear, so we might have to wait and see. I'd imagine it'll be fairly high, certainly the fuel anyway. As Rossi eyes up a move through. The chicanes at the end, over the line to start lap 2, so still as it was. Keyboard Captain is up to 4th place, Phaser also to 5th, and Willard drops back to 6th. So don't know what quite happened to Willard there. I might have missed that, but he was attacking Keyboard Captain for that 3rd place on that first lap, but just dropping back now to 6th, so maybe at the moment, maybe at a penalty, maybe it was just a case of getting done by the slip. But he's in 6th place, but Speed Demon is chasing him down. First time I've commentated on Speed Demon. I've seen him obviously on track before. I think I might have even raced with him before, but it's probably the first time that I've had him on my channel. It's looking fairly quick in that SLS. A bad car actually, that one. Sounds great as well. So trying to chase down Willard. Then we've got P. White in the McLaren. Looks like it's free for all in terms of liveries out there. Looks like P. White might have one of the standard type liveries with the classic McLaren orange on there. 8th place going into the first chicane. Colesberg in the other Elantra. That's an unusual design, quite like that actually, that colour, that car. But, he's got his mirrors full with Silly Shot in the other Lexus, and is the standard livery, and he picks up half a second. That was just pushing it a little bit too hard through that chicane now. He's going to make the move on Colesberg, but he is going to have that half a second hanging over his head. He's going to pull out now, because there's no bump drafting allowed here as far as I know. It's normally the rules in the Ultimate Racing League that we don't do that. As P. White has a move on Speed Demon, does he? No, he doesn't. So Silly Shot then sits behind Colesberg, continues to try and get past that. I actually thought he had an opportunity to get past there, but I think just as he was going to get to the point where we could pull out. The chicane was there and it just weren't no point. You can't, so there's no point in trying to battle through there. Now I did see a move up there. Now who was that? Oh, there we go, it's Fazer, the keyboard captain, and Fazer with a good move up the inside. Gets that done and the right hander. So Fazer up to 4th place. It's beginning to just get a little bit of a move on now. Is Fazer. You can see, obviously, the top 3 who's still the same. Nath, Unforgiven and Rossi ahead of him. But Fazer then to 4th. Keyboard captain will now pick up a bit of slip as well. Keyboard captain in that NSX. There's the other one as Willard goes through shot, but Keyboard captain then. I think he's going to have a go through Indianapolis. No, he won't. But he's going to stay where he is, and he'll have to take that half a second off as you come round this right-hander. He'll probably pull over. Maybe not. He's got a bit of a gap back actually to Willard, so I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. No, Willard will gain a few tenths on him there because of that, but I don't think Willard's going to get the job done up to 5th place. Don't think he's been close enough, at least not yet anyway. Colesberg in 7th. Then we've got P. White in 8th. Slowpoke in that Corvette there, half a second for Slowpoke. He's got a whole lap now where he's got to drive with that. Not that it makes any difference, it just means it's got it hanging over your head for the tyre lap. But he's going to have to take that off the next time around, which is a long way yet in terms of miles, and this 8.4 mile circuit. But as I say, it doesn't actually slow you down as such, so he'll just sit there and continue to try and pass so we can get past, and P. White is his next target for that 8th place. Slowpoke, our fellow commentators Slowpoke, so I urge you to check out his YouTube channel. Some great content on there, great commentator is Mark, and well, you'll catch it at either Mark Wilson, that's double L, or Slowpoke Racing, and you'll find him on YouTube. Does some fantastic videos on there, so please check that one out. Like and subscribe as well, please. Every little helps. Okay, so through the chicane there they go. Robert Racing has made up a couple of spots now. It's up to 10th. Robert Racing has also got half a second, but Osnad in 11th now. As I say, Osnad's a new one on me, if I'm honest. He's got how long he's been with us, but clearly one of us with that URL on it. There you go. But these are all URL drives, of course. Vane in 12th, Silly Shot in 13th, and Speed Demon's in. So Speed Demon, after 3 laps have come in, so pretty much halfway through this race, he's decided to, he's got 4 laps actually, hasn't he, to finish on, and he's come out on those soft tyres. So he's going to be some way behind, but of course, these guys have all yet to pit, as our leader, Nath, still racking up fastest sectors. Hasn't got the fastest lap. That belongs to Unforgiven, who's in 2nd spot at the moment on a 4:25.4. Here he is, but these 3 guys at the front just kind of getting spread out a little bit. They've not really got much to work off each other here. But that is your podium as it stands. Obviously, we've still got everyone to come in and do their stop, apart from Speed Demon. Then we've got Fazer, who again is just pulled away now from Keyboard Captain. A few cars lengths from him, although Keyboard good on the brakes there through the chicane. Up now to the second part of the Mulsanne Straight, and he's also knocking out fastest sectors as well, so actually looking fairly quick in that NSX. If you can't get Fazer along here, he's going to have another go along the next straight as well. I did warn you I was going to call them straights and corners and everything like that, because, as I say, I forgot on my notes. So Fazer still in 4th, Keyboard in 5th, 6th is Willard still. Willard will just know what he's got to do, and he'll continue and do what he's got to do till the end, and hopefully it will push him up that leaderboard. Then we've got this battle, 7th, 8th and 9th place. We've got Colesberg in 7th, then P. White in 8th and Slowpoke in 9th. So this is all closing up a little bit. Slowpoke has a look at a move on P. White, just pulls out now into the inside, coming down towards Indianapolis, and that's going to be a brave move, but I think he's got it done. Yeah, hard on the brakes now through the left-hander. Good pass from Slowpoke, but now, of course, he's got a half a second, so he may drop back behind P. White here. So Slowpoke will, I think, pull over to the right-hand side. Yes, exactly that, which is what you should do. Get off that racing line. Now, does P. White get the job done? I think he might just get that move or that pass made. He does. There we go. So Slowpoke back to 9th, but can now not having to worry about penalties, and if they pick one up before the end of this lap or before the next penalty zone, which is a long way off. So hopefully Slowpoke with that tighter line through the Porsche curves now. Oh, a little hit on the wall from P. White. It's going to slow him down a little bit. It's a tight line from Slowpoke, keeping it lovely and tight through there. A little dab of the brakes through the left-hander. Can use a bit of that outside curve as well. Pretty much straight line these ones through there. Then through to the final chicane. Now we have got Rossi who's coming from 3rd place. So Rossi then has come in. Will that mean Willard will take 3rd? Yes, Willard staying out for another lap. So actually we've got Rossi, Fazer and Keeble captain. So 3 cars are decided to come in. So P. White up to 4th, Slowpoke up to 5th. So these guys, remember, they've got to come in and change tyres. So it's in terms of the fuel gauge, it's all good, but nevertheless they've still got to come in. And P. White has grabbed a penalty there through the first. There's 2 and 3. Slowpoke just took a bit of that, cut a little bit of that corner. I think he'll be okay. This one is an easy place to get penalties, but he's done that nicely. That is one of the main penalty areas here on this circuit. If you cut that too much, you will get a penalty. Now let's just have a quick look at what we're doing our leaders. Well, our leader is Nath. The Unforgiven still there in 2nd, but with half a second. So this is going to help Nath a little bit, because these 2 are out on their own now, so they've got absolutely no pressure from behind. But what this will do is help Nath once Unforgiven takes that off, just give him a little bit more of an advantage up front. Nathan in that payment. Go on board in a minute and see what it's like. In fact, let's go on board now with Nath. Here we go. So that's a bit of a weird place to grab him on board, but hey, so there you go. Look, use all that inside there. Don't get a penalty for that. Up the hills. It's steeper than what it looks. Screen. Now you start to just drop it down a little bit now. Right at the apex here. Start to brake. Hard on the brakes. Tight right-hander. Use a bit of this outside curve. That's perfect. And out the other side. It's a 10th up as well on his time. And what is his time? What was his last time? 4:25.5. So actually, it will put him very close to the fastest lap of Unforgiven if he remains to getting purple sectors. So let's just stay with him and see what happens at the next one, which is down through Indianapolis, I believe, or just after Indianapolis. So this corner here, fast. Now brake. You want to settle the car down. Nicely around the left-hander. Now you'll go over the timing line. Let's see where he is now. Oh, he's lost a lot, actually, nearly 3.5 tenths. So not going to get the fastest lap now unless he makes a hell of a lot of time there. But Unforgiven behind him is closed right in. But you'll see Unforgiven You look at him in the rear view mirror, just disappear backwards. There you go. That's at half a second. And that's the gap now, the advantage that Nath has got. Great shot of it there. Just gives you a bit of a perspective of what half a second is like when you have to take that off. So we'll stay with Nath, I think. We'll go back and look at some of the other drivers in a minute. But let's just say, because I just wanted to see if he is going to be coming in here. I'd imagine he'll be coming in this lap. As he comes through the Porsche curves. Nearly half a second slower in this lap, but of course that might be to do with a little bit less tyre wear. So it comes through now, clip this inside curb, straight line this one. Actually he goes around there perfectly, but now he should stay to the right hand side if he drops into pit lane now. There you go, straight in. Let's see if Lucas, yeah, Unforgiven's following him, and here comes Willard. I'd imagine he will be in as well. So our two leaders then, Nath and Unforgiven, are both in on them soft tyres. They'll be coming out on those mediums. Does Willard? Yeah, he drops in as well. So top three in. I would imagine Slowpoke, who's now up to fourth, will come in as well. Yeah, here they come. They're all coming in. And P. White, silly shot, in sixth place in that Lexus. He will come in as well. I think he's been in, yeah. So there you go, top six are in. Rossi up to seventh now. Now he's been in, hasn't he? Rossi, as we see, Vane jump in as well. So Rossi up to seventh now. He could grab the lead here. Could certainly get himself up to near the front here, couldn't he? With all these guys in pit lane, he's already done his stop. Remember, Rossi's on those soft tyres. And I'll tell you what, now we have our leaders come out. Let's have a quick look. There's Nath exiting pit lane. There's Unforgiven. And there's Rossi. Oh, so they have just nicked it just out in front. So good little bit of battle there in pit lane, but it's still Nath, it's still Unforgiven, and Rossi in third. So back as we were at the start of this race, but Rossi will have those better tyres. He's on those soft tyres. The guys in front are on those mediums. Yes, they've had a lap or two more, those tyres of Rossi's, but temperature-wise, they'll be right up as high as they can possibly be. So he's got a bit more of an advantage than the guys ahead of him at this stage anyway. Of course, our leader's tyres will be getting to temp very soon, but if he can get himself in a position, Rossi, to challenge for the top spot here. So we see him there in third place in the Jag. Pretty sure he had a livery on that car before this, but it's gone back to the standard one. It looks like the standard one anyway. Sometimes a GT7 glitch does that in race one. Anyway, third place it is for Rossi, chasing down Nath and Unforgiven. Unforgiven still with that fastest lap. There's Fazer in fourth, Keeble captain in fifth. So these two continuing to battle on track. No real change in terms of where they are distance wise. We know the Keeble captain in the NSX. He's good on the brakes. He'll probably close right in on the brakes down here at the chicane. Let's have a quick look. This is what happened last time. Just about picking up the slip now, but of course too late. Can't do anything about it, but hard on the brakes there, and there you go. He closes right in. He'll probably get a better exit out of here too. Fazer a little bit wide. Got to be a bit careful. That will give you a penalty if you go a bit too wide out there. Has he got away with it? I think he might have. Yeah, he's okay. So these two then still battling for fourth and fifth place. Keeble captain looking pretty quick in that NSX. Then we've got Willard still in sixth place. So all as it was, he's come out on those medium tyres. It's all pretty settled now. This is the thing with this track, unless you're getting close to someone, this does tend to lead to just settling into a bit of a rhythm. And get a little bit alone at times. Oh, someone's gone wide over there. Who's that? Slope. I think that was. Oh, it's P. White. Let's go back and have a look at that. It just went a bit. He was having a battle with Slowpoke. Slowpoke looked like Slowpoke got up the inside here. Oh, P. White. Well, so tried to go back around the outside, but couldn't get it stopped in that McLaren. And well, loses. Well, he doesn't lose place actually, does he? Just loses a handful of time. Might give a bit of an opportunity to Osnad now. P. White, of course, with half a second as well. So this looks like Osnad's going to grab ninth off of P. White when it gets to the penalty zone. This is obviously closer than he was before P. White's little excursion. So P. White just getting that a little bit wrong through the right hand at the end of Mulsanne Straight. Through Indianapolis they go. Now P. White, so we'll move over to the right hand side. Osnad is trying to grab as much slip as he possibly can. There you go. He'll ghost anyway, P. White, but ninth place then for Osnad. Makes that move past P. White. So P. White to 10th. Then we've got Silly Shot in 11th place. Can't quite get it going in this race, can he, Silly Shot? Quick driver is Silly. Can't quite get it done at the moment. Then we've got Robert Racing. Haven't seen a lot of him. But of course we know of Robert Racing, don't we? From the Sunday Championship that I cover. The AM series in the Scirocco's. Here he is in the McLaren. This is, by the way, I forgot to tell you, this is the Pro-Am category as well for the drivers, but Robert Racing, we know, is in the Scirocco's on the Sunday Championship, and he's being hounded now by Speed Demon in 13th. Like a set of Nashers on the front of Robert Racing's McLaren as well. So I've got his old turkey teeth there. Speed Demon then through the chicane, still in 13th place, and Vane, who we haven't seen anything of, have we? But he's, I think he started in 14th and remains in 14th at the back there on the soft tyres as they reach the final lap. But Vane can't quite get it done in that Supra. Maybe they'll have a better drive in the GR3 version. As I say, these boys will have the opportunity to go out again in race 2, but in the GR3 cars, the big brothers of these. Now we've got a move done up here. I've just missed it, haven't I? Let's just go back. I've just noticed, because I was just looking back and Rossi's closed right in, but I was just looking back to the fact that Rossi had got in the fastest lap. I've got to go back a long way here. Unforgiven, got it done before the final lap, start the final lap there actually, so Unforgiven then gets it done and goes up to first place, with Nath in second, being chased down by Rossi. Now Rossi's closed him right in, as he was. Those soft tyres, remember, I think Nath's on the mediums. That's along with Unforgiven, but Rossi on those soft tyres. But we do have that new leader. But Rossi with the fastest lap, he's actually beaten Unforgiven's lap time up to a 4:24.7 now for Rossi. It's about 7/10 quicker than Unforgiven's original fastest lap, so Rossi really picking up the pace on those soft tyres. They fighting back though, having a go at Unforgiven here through the first chicane. Oh, look at this, what a good battle this is turning out to be. We've got the Unforgiven, we've got Nath, Rossi, and this is really closed in as we go up the Mulsanne Straight now. This is the final lap, remember, and Rossi now having looking for a move on Nath. Probably get a bit of side slip as well. Side by side, Nath just holding it at the moment, still holding that second place, but only by, yeah, no, Rossi couldn't quite get that done. He's pushing, trying to push now. It's all about on the brakes. I don't think Rossi's going to have a go. He's just going to slot back in behind Nath. Yes, he does. He'll have another go here, maybe, as they exit second chicane and up the hill now. Here we go. Let's see if Rossi can get this done on Nath at the bottom of the hill into that tight right-hander. Unforgiven, looks like he might have this covered up front while these two are battling. It always helps the driver ahead, doesn't it? You can just get away a bit, but here comes Rossi. He's having a look. Can he get this done down? It's Well, it's tight. Good bit of braking there from Nath, but does he get it stopped? They all get it stopped. It all stays as it is, but it all close back in. Nath close right in for Unforgiven. I don't know if Unforgiven just made a little error there, a little mistake on the brakes. Going into that right-hander in that Lexus, I'm not sure, because Nath closed right in, or was he just a lot quicker than Unforgiven into that sector? Not sure, but this is turning out to be a cracking finish to this race one. These three guys, we've got the Lexus, we've got the Porsche, and we've got the Jag all fighting it out for the top three positions. Unforgiven leading it at the moment, but look at Nath behind, having to go down at Indianapolis. You can't go around the outside there. Now, will he lead the gap over for Rossi to die through? No, he doesn't. Now we've got this tight right-hander. Rossi trying to get through, but he can't now. Anyone makes a mistake here, this could be the win. Oh, and a little bit of back ends coming round on the Porsche and the Jag. They both had a little moment, but Unforgiven gets through there, and actually it's pulled probably 3 or 4 car lengths now. Unforgiven. That could be the opportunity that Unforgiven wants, and he could win this race. So he did start in pole position, remember. He might get victory here. Looks like he might, because there's not really that many more places to pass as Rossi goes through. What a move that is from Rossi. No, he didn't get it done. Just looked like he's lining up through the Porsche curves, but didn't quite get it done. Nath said no, he'll shut the door there. It's not over yet. Got 2 or 3 corners left now as they come through. Oh, Rossi runs wide. Won't matter too much now, though. He's pushing hard, but look at Nath on the back of Unforgiven. Look at this for a finish. Can Nath get him down at the chicanes? The double chicanes, yeah. I thought Rossi would have got a penalty, but it don't really matter. Nath on the outside will be on the inside. Can he get it down on the Unforgiven? No, he can't. Unforgiven's going to grab it. Oh, and there's a little bit of coming together at the back there between Rossi and Nath, but Unforgiven, he's going to do it. What a victory. So from lights to flag, he gets it done. Great race. Nath will grab that second from Rossi. Good racing there from the top 3. Congratulations to them. Here comes Keyboard Captain in 4th place. So he did get past Fazer in the end, and by some as well. So 4th for him. Fazer will come in 5th place. Well done to him. Willard in 6th, where he sort of stayed most of the race. There was Carlsberg in 7th. Good race from him. Slowpoke will come in 8th place as well. Well done. P. White in 9th. Silly Shot in 10th. We've got Robert Racing down in 11th. Oh, gets that chicane wrong now. Now he might get done by Speed Demons. Yes, he does. Does he on the line? He does. Oh, Speed Demons just made a bit of a mistake. Robert Racing gets 12th in the end. Osnad in 13th. Vane in 14th. Will call right up in the end. So Silly Shot with that fastest lap, actually, a 4:24.5 in the end. So well done to Silly Shot. Does get that extra point for the fastest lap as well. So good racing there here at Le Mans. And wow, cracking race. So we've got another one of them to come. Remember, exactly the same. Reverse grid, I think, no, the race 2. So we'll pick that up shortly. That's it for now. Catch me soon for race 2. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.